Corner Pantry is a proud sponsor of high school activities and the Phillips Scotties. They value community and hometown pride. Corner Pantry is your hometown convenience store. Hot and cold beverages, quick meals, snacks, lottery, and fuel. Corner Pantry is a state-of-the-art convenience store with everything you need and more. Once inside, you'll find friendly and helpful sales associates waiting to put a smile on your face. The Corner Pantry of Phillip, your hometown we care about you convenience store. Phillip Health Services, with decades of patient-centered care, continues today and in the future through a hospital, nursing home, home health care services, clinics in Phillip and Kadoka, physical and sports medicine therapy, and assisted living. Phillip Health Services provides outstanding health services in Phillip and the surrounding area. They are proud to be built on community spirit, starting with funds from Hans P. Peterson, for which the hospital is named. Phillip Health Services, wishing our area athletes best of luck. We're proud of you.
Proud supporter of our area high school sports, Starlight Bowling invites you in for our bowling and league bowling fun. If you're looking for a fun birthday party or event idea, check with us about our private party packages. Starlight Bowling on Main Street in Wessington Springs, or give us a call at 539-1431.
Well, welcome back to the Hyde County Memorial Auditorium in Highmore as we get ready for our first game of coverage from the Hyde County Action Club Classic. The Phillips Scotties and Wessington Springs Spartans getting set to go to work. Phillip comes in with a record of 2-12, as they said, as the 11th team in the 11-team Region 7. But still some things to play for the Scotties. They come in, as we said, with a 2-12 overall record, but not far behind New Underwood as far as that number 10 seed is concerned. And if you're familiar with how the bracket's set up in that region, it is the number 10 seed that gets to host a play-in game and would have home court, and that's something that Phillip can play for down the home stretch of the season. The same situation for Wessington Springs as well, as they come into the ball game with a 2-1 record, but not far in the seeding points behind Hitchcock-Tulare. So if they could pick up a few points here and there, pick up some victories here and there, possibly they could host a game, that play-in game, in the opening round of the regions. As both of these teams, Wessington Springs and Phillip, we have seen already this season, as we have covered them on KPLO. Should be a good matchup and a good even matchup between these two squads, and we're glad we have it for you here this afternoon on KGFX. And that, in a nutshell, is our abbreviated version of the Keys to Success segment, brought to you by Boyd Consemius Agency Incorporated, American Family Insurance. Let's take another 3-minute break. We'll return to Highmore with starting lineups on KGFX.
Being a small farmer has never been tougher. Dan Webmuller is a farmer and an American Family Insurance customer. So it's good that American Family Insurance covers just what I need.
All right, we got it.
All right, we're good to go? Yep. All right, super cool, groovy. So we got the YouTube feed rocking, so if you need to, just give me a little bit of a break. Let me know so I can turn the sound down to them, okay?
Okay. Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Good luck, Philip Scotties, from your fans at Philip Motors in Philip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Philip Motor team is behind you all the way. Philip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities. And the Philip Scotties, next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Philip Motor and visit with the guys or call 859-2585.
Best of luck to the Philip Scotties from First National Bank in Philip. We are proud to sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Philip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Philip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
Good luck, athletes, from Kennedy Implement in Phillip. Stop by Kennedy Implement and check out their large inventory of new and used farm equipment. From loader tractors, haying equipment, skid steers, and everything in between, Kennedy Implement has what you need to get the job done right in a timely fashion, too. Kennedy Implement carries New Holland, McCormick, Woods, and many other preferred manufacturers. Stop by and let them know how they can help you. Kennedy Implement in Phillip.
Corner Pantry is a school of Scotty community and hometown pride. Corner Pantry is your hometown convenience store. Hot and cold beverages, quick meals, snacks, lottery, and fuel. Corner Pantry is a state-of-the-art convenience store with everything you need and more. Once inside, you'll find friendly and helpful sales associates waiting to put a smile on your face. The Corner Pantry of Phillip, your hometown we care about you convenience store. Phillip Health Services, with decades of patient-centered care, continues today and in the future through a hospital, nursing home, home health care services, clinics in Phillip and Kadoka, physical and sports medicine therapy, and assisted living. Phillip Health Services provides outstanding health services in Phillip and the surrounding area. They are proud to be built on community spirit, starting with funds from Hans P. Peterson, for which the hospital is named. Phillip Health Services, wishing our area athletes best of luck. We're proud of you.
Welcome back here to the Hyde County Memorial Auditorium in Myrtle. In Highmore, pardon me, as we get ready for this matchup between the Phillip Scotties and Wessington Springs Spartans. And the folks at the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety remind you to avoid a kiss with death. Always plan a designated driver. And it's time for this afternoon's starting lineups. Starting lineups on KGFX, brought to you by the folks at Teton River Traders Gun Shop. And here are the starters first for the Wessington Springs Spartans. They will start at one guard, Noah Haney. Haney is a 5'11 senior. The other guard is Isaac Kolosik. Kolosik is a senior at 6'1". The forwards are Trevor Schmidt, a 6'1 senior, along with Cooper Haney. Haney is a 6'2 sophomore. And the starting center for Wessington Springs is Jacob Mesmer. Mesmer is a 6'4 sophomore. Haney and Kolosik the guards, Haney and Schmidt the forwards, and Mesmer at center. For the Wessington Springs Spartans, who enter the ballgame tonight or this afternoon with a record of 2-11, the head coach of the Wessington Springs Spartans is Alan Walls. And we will bring you the Phillip Scotty starters after this.
The key to a successful hunt begins at Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre. They carry a large variety of reloading equipment, cleaning supplies, and firearms accessories.
Just doing this one?
They also sell and deliver Liberty gun safes. See Teton River Traders Gun Shop for all your gunsmithing needs, including custom-built firearms. Stop in today. Teton River Traders Gun Shop, located west of Highway 1434 in Fort Pierre.
Starting for the Phillip Scotties this afternoon at one guard, we will see Ethan Burnett. Burnett is a 5'9 freshman. The other guard is Keldon Fitzgerald. He is a 6' sophomore. The forwards are Jet Jones, a 6'2 junior, along with Wade Crutch, a 6'2 senior. Shale Thorne will get the start at center. Thorne is a sophomore at 6'2. Burnett and Fitzgerald, the guards. Jones and Crutch, the forwards. Thorne at center. The Phillip Scotties enter the ballgame with a record of 2-13. The Scotties with victories over Ulrichs and Dupree. They have a 2-13 overall record, and the head coach of the Phillip Scotties is Casey Jory. We invite you to stay with us during our post game as we will bring you the Bauman Lumber player of the game. That will come during our post game, and of course we'll have the girls match up Phillip versus Ipswich. We'll have that ball game upcoming once this one is in the books. Finally, in our pregame, it is the announcement of our game officials, brought to you by the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. Our game officials this afternoon are Matt Clark, John Kirschner Jr., and Darren Vetch. The announcement of our game officials from the Office of Attorney General and their Division of Consumer Protection. This has been our pregame show, and we'll be back with the starting lineups after we take we'll be back with the tip-off after a 90-second break on KGFX.
Every day, you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
Best of luck to the Phillip Scotties from First National Bank in Phillip. We are proud to sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Phillip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Phillip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
Good luck, Phillip Scotties, from your fans at Phillip Motors in Phillip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Phillip Motor team is behind you all the way. Phillip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities, and the Phillip Scotties. Next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Phillip Motor and visit with the guys or call 859-2585.
With Jim Hawk at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, I'm Darren Boyle. We get set to go. You're listening to coverage of regional high school basketball on 1060 KGFX Pier. We are proud members of the Dakota Radio Group. The Scotties in their home whites will win the tip. We'll remember that they're the home team on the scoreboard as they work with it here first. Our tip-off brought to you by the folks at Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pier. This is Jet Jones, baseline right as they feed it inside. Shot by Keldon Fitzgerald is up, partially blocked and short. Jacob Mesmer with the defensive play for Wessington Springs. The Spartans will get their first possession as they bring it across the time stripe. On the wing, Trevor Schmidt back to the top of the key and around the perimeter. Kolosik deep in the right corner as they swing it back to the top of the key into the hands of Schmidt once again as the Scotties will work in a 2-3 zone. On the move, it is Cooper Haney to the rim. Shot is no good. Phillip will get the rebound. The Scotties will push as they bring the basketball across the half court. Phillip or Wessington Springs was back quickly, so Phillip will slow things down and they'll get back to work here as they will work the offense. We'll see a little man-to-man employed by Wessington Springs and a traveling violation on Phillip. Shale Thorne with an extra step, and it will be the first turnover of the ball game for the Scotties. A minute gone in a scoreless opening quarter. As Wessington Springs will bring the basketball into the front court. Kolosik inside Mesmer, high post as they swing it back around to the left side. A three taken there from Noah Haney. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Wessington Springs. They'll have another opportunity. Here's Trevor Schmidt down low, Kolosik. That shot is blocked by Jet Jones. And a nice defensive play made there by the Scotties. Here is Ethan Burnett across the time stripe. To the wing it comes. Shale Thorne, and Thorne will work it to the high post. Ball knocked away from Ray Crutch and stolen away, and that's back-to-back turnovers in as many possessions for Phillip. We are still looking for our first points of the quarter, and here is a baseline jumper from Wessington Springs' Trevor Schmidt that's no good. Rebound to the Spartans and another offensive opportunity as they work it back to the top of the key. Cooper Haney, high post Jacob Mesmer. Back now it is Haney, and a three taken, and that is up good. Cooper Haney knocks down the three, and that opens up our scoring with 2 minutes gone in the opening quarter. 3-0 is our score. Phillip will head the other way. Down low, Jet Jones. Quick release on the baseline. Shot is no good, and the rebound cleared away by the Spartans, and Wessington Springs will work the other way. Phillip stopping the ball at half court, but Wessington Springs will get into their offense quickly. A runner by Jacob Mesmer is no good, and here comes Phillip as they push across the time stripe. Burnett on the move. Burnett to the rim. Shot is up, and it is no good. And the rebound backed up by Burnett. Opportunity for the Scotty. Three ball by Jones. That is no good. And the rebound cleared away by Wessington Springs. 5:20 remains here in the opening quarter. 3-0 is our score as Wessington Springs works with the basketball. Baseline right, it goes inside. Mesmer with the shot up and good. Jacob Mesmer will score the two, and Wessington Springs now with a 5-0 lead as we work to the 5-minute mark remaining in the quarter. Burnett on the move into the lane. Nice pass down low. Wade Crutch to the rim. Shot is up good, and that is good unselfish basketball on the part of Ethan Burnett and the Phillips Scotties. 5-2. Scotties are on the board with 4:50 remaining here in the opening period. It is Schmidt with the basketball as they work it around the perimeter. Schmidt will get it back and fire the corner jumper. That is up and good. Inside the arc, a long two for the 6'1 senior, and it is 7-2 now as the Scotties once again will work with the basketball. Burnett with the left-handed dribble gets into the paint. Shovel pass now. It goes to Keldon Fitzgerald. He'll slash to the rim and score the two. Nice drive there by Keldon Fitzgerald, and it is his first basket. And it's 7-4. Wessington Springs with a 3-point lead now as the Spartans will work with it. Down low, Kolosik, turnaround jumper there, partially blocked. Wade Crutch making the defensive play. And Phillip will head the other way. We have seen them in the games of the Jones County Invitational knock down a bunch of threes. And Ethan Burnett going to the rim here. A three would be handy as it would tie the ball game, but Burnett going to the rim will get free throws. I believe the foul on Kolosik, but we'll wait for it to come up on the scoreboard for Wessington Springs, their first team foul of the ball game. And the free throw by Ethan Burnett is up, and it is no good. Substitutions as Wessington Springs will go to their bench with Mason Shelsky, a 6'3 freshman. Both of these teams very young, and that's why both teams, well, good matchup for both of these teams here at this Action Club Classic. Burnett will drop home the second free throw to make it a 7-5 score as Wessington Springs hangs on to that 2-point advantage. They scored first. In fact, scored the first 5 points of the ball game before Phillip could get on the board. Here is Wessington Springs inside. Jacob Mesmer with a turnaround jumper that is up no good. Here is Ethan Burnett in the open floor. They go to Jones on the block. Right side, turns and fires. Shot is up no good. Free throws are upcoming, and a good job there by the Scotties. We're working against a man-to-man, and they can get those matchups, those one-on-one matchups, and both of these teams showing some good athleticism, but perhaps Phillip a little bit quicker, at least here in the early going, and Jet Jones will get a pair of free throws. The first is up, and it is good. Foul is on Trevor Schmidt. That's his first. I believe that first foul on the previous possession was on Isaac Kolosik, although it was entered incorrectly on the scoreboard. Jones hits the first free throw, fires the second free throw. That is up and good. He'll hit them both. And we are tied at 7 with 3.5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Wessington Springs across half court. Kolosik. Now the ball into the hands of Tyler Cole as they go high post. Mesmer will try to operate. He'll draw double coverage. Here's Kolosik from the wing. Shot is no good from 15. And the rebound is pulled down by Phillip. The Scotties with an opportunity to get the lead for the first time this afternoon. Jones, cross-court pass or across the lane. It's Wade Crutch, and a strong move to the basket is good for Wade Crutch. 9-7. Phillip with a 2-point advantage now with 3 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Here's Wessington Springs on the wing. Quick three taken. That is up no good. Backside rebound Cole. Tyler double covered in the left corner. He'll feed it inside. Mesmer with a turnaround jumper that is no good. And the rebound pulled down by Phillip. Chance to add to that 2-point advantage. Burnett on the move. Shovel pass down low. Crutch to the rim. Shot is no good, but a foul is going to be called on the Spartans. And right now, Phillip just a little bit quicker than Wessington Springs, and they have been able to get to the rim almost at will. A foul on Jacob Mesmer will be his first. Wade Crutch at the free throw line as the Scotties 3 of 4 from the free throw line early. And the free throw by Crutch is up, and it is no good. 2:39 remains here in the opening quarter. It is a 9-7 score. The second free throw is back ironed and no good. And the rebound pulled down by Wessington Springs as they'll work it across half court. Ball is lost and nearly stolen, but it will be last touched by Phillip. Ethan Burnett hustling there and almost made a nice defensive play, but Wessington Springs will inbound with 28 on the shot clock, trailing by 2. Here's Tyler Cole on the left side. Around the perimeter, Kolosik deep in the right corner as they go to Mesmer at the high post and back out to Tyler Cole. He'll fake and drive, gets into the paint. Runner is no good. Rebound loose, and Phillip will come away with it. The Scotties giving up a little size to Wessington Springs, but doing a good job on the defensive glass in the early going. And here is Burnett down the lane. Off balance shot is up, no good. May have been partially blocked, and Wessington Springs makes the defensive play as they head the other way. Cole, Kolosik inside. Tough catch made by Mason Shelsky. Back it comes to Kolosik, who will go high post to Mesmer. Back out in the three. That is up good, and knocking down the three for Wessington Springs is Cooper Haney. Haney with his second three-pointer of the ball game, and Wessington Springs back out by one. It is a 10-9 score with 1:35 remaining in the period. Scotty's with it. Back around the perimeter, Burnett open. He'll launch from deep, and it's money. Ethan Burnett from downtown. And it is 12-10. Phillip back out in front as both of these teams opening up just a little bit offensively. Here's Tyler Cole for three. That shot is no good. Rebound to the Scotties. Phillip now will head the other way as we work to the final minute of quarter number one. Here is Burnett to the wing now. It comes. Another three taken. This time it is Shale Thorne. The three is up and no good. Rebound out of bounds. It will belong to Wessington Springs, and Spartans will go to their bench as Noah Haney will check back in, and Isaac Kolosik will check out. 12-10 is our score with 1:05 remaining in the quarter. Wessington Springs slowly across the time stripe. Right side it comes to Tyler Cole. Around the perimeter, this is a three taken from Cooper Haney that is no good. Phillip will corral the rebound. The Scotties will push it across the time stripe here as each team should get a possession here in the quarter. Ball nearly turned over. Now it's tied up. No, Phillip will keep it alive. They will hang on to the possession. 20 on the shot clock as Phillip has time to reload. Burnett. Right side high as they work it around the perimeter. Open look and a three taken by Keldon Fitzgerald. It's up no good. Wessington Springs will come away with the rebound. They'll have a chance at the final shot of the quarter. Here is Cole up top, and he traveled. And Wessington Springs is up and down as we have been in this opening quarter. For the Spartans, their first turnover of the ball game. And it gives the ball back to Phillip, who will have 19 seconds to work here. And Wessington Springs will set up a little full court pressure for the first time as Ethan Burnett, double covered, will work the dribble, and he will push it across the time stripe. Tries to shovel down low, gets it to Jones, and then Jones can't hang on. That's the third turnover for Phillip. Here's Tyler Cole on the move with two. He'll launch the deep three. It's up short, and Phillip just trying to do a little bit too much there defensively. They're going to commit the foul, and with 0.8 of a second on the clock, we are going to see 3 free throws from Tyler Cole. The sophomore will take the first, and it is up good. Foul on Ethan Burnett will be his first. And for the Scotties, their first team foul of this first half. Second free throw by Cole is back ironed and no good. He has one more coming here. A good first quarter of basketball, I think, for both of these teams, and they both have gotten off to good starts offensively. Offensive rebound, Mesmer, and off of the Cole miss, he got a chance at the rim and put it up no good, and that is the end of quarter number one. Our scoreboard comes to you from Wagner Auto Company of Pierre. Wagner Auto Company of Pierre is the one place to go, and it is 12-11. Phillip with a 1-point lead as we go to the second quarter, and we're back in 1 minute on KGFX.
All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Phillip are proud to support our local high school athletes in all their activities. And when you're in the market for a new vehicle, Dave Burnett of All-Star Auto has an all-star lineup of high-quality pre-owned cars, pickups, vans, and SUVs.
How long did you say? I was ADD.
You're looking. B&B Sales carries a large selection of DCT utility trailers, highly reputable Vermeer equipment, as well as sturdy and Vers livestock. All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Phillip.
Best of luck to the Phillip Scotties from First National Bank in Phillip. We are proud to sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Phillip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Phillip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
Up and down we went in the first quarter. 12-11 is our score as Phillip, who trailed early. In fact, Wessington Springs scored the first 5 of this opening quarter. Neither team, well, We went scoreless for about the first 2.5 minutes before Wessington Springs got on the board, but things opened up for both teams. And here, Wessington Springs getting the ball to start the quarter. Mason Shelsky knocks down the 15-foot jumper, and Spartans back out in front now by a 13-12 score. And here are the Scotties working into the offense. Wessington Springs staying into that man-to-man. They go to the corner. This is Thorne back to the top of the key. Burnett, Crutch, back to Thorne once again. They working back around the perimeter. Here they go to the wing, and Keldon Fitzgerald driving, but he's bottled up. He'll have to send it back out, and here's Jet Jones open. He'll launch the three. It is up, no good. Wade Crutch with the offensive rebound, and for Phillip, another offensive opportunity. 13-12 is our score. Wessington Springs with a 1-point lead after Phillip went to the bench up by 1 to close out the opening quarter. Here's Ethan Burnett. He'll work the reverse. Shot is up, no good. Rebound cleared away by Wessington Springs, and the Spartans with an opportunity to add to a 1-point advantage. Mesmer on the block. Turnaround jumper is no good. Jet Jones will come away with the rebound, and the Scotties will head the other way. Minute gone here in the second quarter. As Wade Crunch has it. Free throw line jumper, Jet Jones. Shot is up, no good. Mesmer with the rebound, and Wessington Springs will head the other way. 13-12 is our scores. Both teams have come away empty on their previous possessions. It's Wessington Springs now with the basketball. Left side it comes. Cole back to the top of the key, and now to the left side. Cooper Haney inside Mesmer, and Mesmer will draw a foul. He'll get a pair of free throws. Phillip commits their second team foul, and it is whistled on Wade Crutch. Crutch with his first personal foul. Jacob Mesmer at the free throw line to shoot 2. The sophomore will put the first one up and good, and Wessington Springs able to add to the advantage. It's now a 14-12 score. Here's the second free throw. That one is up, and it's no good. And Phillip will come away with the rebound. 14-12 is our score. 2 minutes gone here in this second quarter. Jet Jones, Shale Thorne playing catch on the right side. Burnett trying to roll the offense, but Tyler Cole with good defensive play as he keeping up with Burnett at this point. And Burnett, who has been able to get to the rim on a few occasions in the opening quarter, not able to do much with Cole on his hip. And now Burnett will try to drive. He's bottled up. Nice stop-and-go move. And Jacob Mesmer will come over and help out and block the shot. And the rebound, the loose ball, picked up by Wessington Springs. They'll head the other way as they working back around the perimeter. Noah Haney on the right side, back out front and around to the left side. It is a Cole 3, and Tyler will knock it down. Tyler Cole now with 4 points, and it is 17-12. The Wessington Springs lead up to 4. They have led by as many as 5 in the ball game. Here's Phillip for 3. That is Shale Thorne. It's up no good, and the rebound pulled down by the Spartans, who now can add to that 5-point advantage, which is their biggest lead of the ball game at 17-12. And here is Tyler Cole, high post, turnaround jumper taken. That is up no good. Jacob Mesmer with the offensive rebound. He'll put it up and in. Mason Shelsky with the free throw line jumper that was no good, and then it was Jacob Mesmer who cleaned it up, got good position on the inside, and got the offensive rebound on the putback. Mesmer now with 5 points, and it's 19-12. The Spartan lead is at 7, and now Phillip will turn it over on a traveling violation as Shale Thorne drug a pivot foot. And for the Scotties, that is their 4th turnover of the ball game. 4:45 remains here in the first half. 19-12 is our score, and Tyler Cole is going to be called for a double dribble. And that will be a turnover for Wessington Springs. The Spartans with their second turnover of the ball game. Wessington Springs will employ some full court pressure. Phillip will handle it as they get it inside. Wade Crutch lost the handle, had to go to the ground to get the basketball, but was able to do so. Here's Ethan Burnett with a 3 from up top. Shot is no good. Wessington Springs with the rebound. Cole the other way. As they go high post, Kolosik back out front and around the perimeter. Cole on the left side. Cole trying to get to the rim, and he's bottled up, and a jump ball will give the basketball to Phillip. Turnover for Wessington Springs, and a nice defensive play made by the Scotties, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Phillip. This will be a 30-second timeout with 4:16 remaining here in the opening quarter. And it is 19-12 Wessington Springs. And we're back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Phillip are proud to support our local high school athletes in all their activities. And when you're in the market for a new vehicle, Dave Burnett of All-Star Auto has an all-star lineup of high-quality pre-owned cars, pickups, vans, and SUVs on the lot. If there's a certain vehicle you're looking for, Dave will find it for you. For farm equipment, B&B Sales carries a large selection of DCT utility trailers, highly reputable Vermeer equipment, as well as sturdy and Vers livestock. All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Phillip.
4:16 remains here in the first half. 19-12 is our score. As Phillip looking for their first points of the second quarter. They have not scored as of yet. They got off to a slow start offensively in the first quarter as well, but they were able to regroup and wound up going to the bench with the lead after quarter number one. They'll get the ball down low. Jet Jones on the block. Turnaround jumper is no good. Offensive rebound, Phillip. Keldon Fitzgerald with the putback. That won't go, and Wessington Springs will clear it away as the Spartans will push it into their front court. Cole with it. Now it is Noah Haney on the wing left side and back out. Cole from the right side will try a three. It's no good. Haney with the offensive rebound. He'll go strong to the rim and draw a foul, and working hard on the offensive glass is the senior Noah Haney. He'll get free throws, and the foul called on Jet Jones. Jones with his first personal foul. And for Phillip, that is their third team foul, and a pair of free throws for the senior Noah Haney. And the first one is up, and it is no good. Haney looking for his first points of the ball game. As the Spartans will go to their bench. Cooper Haney will check back into the contest. Jacob Mesmer was out for a moment as well after the timeout, but he bounced right back in, and after the second free throw was no good, Phillip will come away with the rebound. 19-12, Wessington Springs leads. Here is Phillip. Jet Jones trying to get the ball inside, and a pass that is tipped and turned over. That's 5 turnovers for the Scotties as Wessington Springs will go high post. It is Kolasic inside Haney. Now Mesmer, and Mesmer to the rim has a shot blocked, and free throws are upcoming, and Jet Jones picks up his second foul. Going to the free throw line for Wessington Springs will be Jacob Mesmer, who has scored 5 points. Another two-shot situation for the sophomore, and he'll put the first one up and good. 20-12 is our score, as Wessington Springs will insert Trevor Schmidt back into the ball game. And checking out will be Cooper Haney. Here's the second free throw by Mesmer. That is up and good. He hits them both, and it is now a 21-12 lead, a 9-point advantage for Wessington Springs. Here is Ethan Burnett up top for three. Shot is no good. Rebound pulled down by the Scotties. They'll get another offensive opportunity here. Burnett at the top of the key. They work with a fresh shot clock. Fitzgerald down low. Jones. He'll try to work from the block. Tries the reverse. It won't draw iron. It is no good. The rebound pulled down by Wessington Springs. The Spartans into their front court now as they work with a 9-point advantage. Kolasic, Haney. Got away with a travel. They'll dump it down low to Mesmer, and Jacob Mesmer on the block taking advantage of a little bit of a height advantage on Phillip, and he scores the two. 23-12 is our score. A double-digit lead now for Wessington Springs, and here is a three taken from the corner by Jet Jones, and that is up and good. 23-15, first points for the Scotties here in the second quarter, and Wessington Springs has the ball knocked out of bounds as Ethan Burnett there defensively. And now Wessington Springs will again go to their bench. They have been, they have substituted freely in this first half. Dylan Shimke, a 5'8 sophomore, will check in. Here's Tyler Cole to the wing it comes. On the right side, Trevor Schmidt, Kolasic. Back to Schmidt, down low, it's Cole, wide open on the baseline. Shot is up too strong, but there for the offensive rebound, Jacob Mesmer. And Mesmer will put it up and in. 25-15 is our score. Here's Ethan Burnett to the rim for Phillip. Shot is up, no good. The rebound is pulled down by Wessington Springs. The Spartans will head the other way. Cole. Now Schmidt into the lane it comes. Ball is tipped and it's loose, and that'll be a turnover for Wessington Springs as Phillip will try to force the issue. Here is Keldon Fitzgerald in the paint, but nowhere to go. Now it's Jones, open from the wing, a three taken, and that is up and good. Back-to-back threes from Jet Jones. 25-18, a 7-point lead for Wessington Springs with 1:15 remaining in the quarter. And overplaying a passing lane there with Jet Jones to knock the basketball out of bounds. And Wessington Springs will go to their bench once again. Cooper Haney, Mason Shelsky, both into the ball game. As now we will see Dylan Shimke put the ball in play. He'll get it right back and launch a three and knock it down. Dylan Shimke with a three for Wessington Springs. Their fourth three of this first half, and now a steal, and going to the rim is Tyler Cole, and he'll score the two. He just picked the pocket of Ethan Burnett, and it's now a 30-18 score. Burnett across the time stripe to the wing now, and a three taken. That is up and no good by Connor Burns, who just checked in, and the rebound goes out of bounds, and it will belong to Wessington Springs. The Spartans will have it now with 49 seconds remaining in our first half. 30-18 is our score, as Wessington Springs has the advantage. Cole across half court, Shimke, left side of the key, and now to the top of the right. Cole once again as they go back around the perimeter. High post, it comes, Mason Shelsky. He tries to get it down low to Jacob Mesmer, but the ball tipped and stolen away. Phillip will force the turnover, which is the fifth on Wessington Springs, and now Phillip will work the basketball the other way, maybe trying to hold for the final shot of the half as the shot clock and game clock are one. Burnett way up high, trying to catch a screen and drive. He'll get into the paint, kicks it to the corner. It is Burns, now Jones, three ball offline. Burnett with the offensive rebound. That putback won't go. Here is Mesmer on the move from half court. The three is up, no good, and that is the end of the first half. 30-18 is our score as the Wessington Springs Spartans with a 19-point second quarter. They have opened up a 12-point lead at the halftime break. Scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company of Pierre. They are the one place to go. And we'll take a 3-minute break and return. Our halftime is next on KGFX.
All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Phillip are proud to support our local high school athletes in all their activities. And when you're in the market for a new vehicle, Dave Burnett of All-Star Auto has an all-star lineup of high-quality pre-owned cars, pickups, vans, and SUVs on the lot. If there's a certain vehicle you're looking for, Dave will find it for you. For farm equipment, B&B Sales carries a large selection of DCT utility trailers, highly reputable Vermeer equipment, as well as sturdy and Vers livestock. All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Phillip.
Best of luck to the Phillip Scotties from First National Bank in Phillip. We are proud to sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Phillip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Phillip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
Corner Pantry is a proud sponsor of high school activities and the Phillip Scotties. They value community and hometown pride. Corner Pantry is your hometown convenience store. Hot and cold beverages, quick meals, snacks, lottery, and fuel. Corner Pantry is a state-of-the-art convenience store with everything you need and more. Once inside, you'll find friendly and helpful sales associates waiting to put a smile on your face. The Corner Pantry of Phillip, your hometown we care about you convenience store. Phillip Health Services, with decades of patient-centered care, continues today and in the future through a hospital, nursing home, home health care services, clinics in Phillip and Kadoka, physical and sports medicine therapy, and assisted living. Phillip Health Services provides outstanding health services in Phillip and the surrounding area. They are proud to be built on community spirit, starting with funds from Hans P. Peterson, for which the hospital is named. Phillip Health Services, wishing our area athletes best of luck. We're proud of you.
Starlight Bowling in Wessington Springs is a proud supporter of our area high school sports. Starlight Bowling invites you in for our bowling and league bowling fun. If you're looking for a fun birthday party or event idea, check with us about our private party packages. Starlight Bowling on Main Street in Wessington Springs, or give us a call at 539-1431.
Back here in Highmore as we are bringing you coverage of the Phillip Scotties and Wessington Springs Spartans from the Hyde County Action Club Classic. A lot of good basketball upcoming. We'll have the girls matchup between Phillip and Ipswich here on KGFX once the boys game here is completed. Then on KPLO we'll bring you the final 4 games from the Hyde County Action Club Classic. The first matchup will feature Jones County and Iroquois girls, 2 teams looking for their first victory of the season. One of them will get a victory when things are said and done this afternoon. Following that, we'll have a matchup between 2 teams with double-digit wins on the season. Jones County with a 12-2 record, taking on the Harriet Selby Wolverines. The Wolverines come in with a record of 10-5 on the season. After that, it will be Highmore Herald versus Harriet Selby girls in the nightcap. Highmore Herald's boys taking on Edmond Central to close out the 8-game adventure, which is the Action Club Classic. Game 3 here, it is Phillip trailing Wessington Springs by a 30-18 score. Phillip led 12-11 at the end of the first period, but went on an offensive dry spell that lasted some 5 minutes of that second quarter, which allowed Wessington Springs to open up a double-digit lead. They have led by as many as 13 points in this ballgame. As we look at individual scoring, first off for Phillip, 4 of the 5 starters have scored, led by Jet Jones. Actually, Jones with 8 points. He has hit 2 threes and 2 free throws in the first half. Ethan Burnett with 4, Keldon Fitzgerald with 2, Wade Crutch with 2 points in the ball game. And that is a total of 18 for the Phillip Scotties. Phillip goes to the free throw line 6 times in the first half. They were 3 of 6 from the free throw line, and Phillip with 6 turnovers in the first 16 minutes of basketball. For Wessington Springs, in double figures already, the 6'4 sophomore, Jacob Mesmer, as he has scored 11 points. Tyler Cole with 6. Cooper Haney with 6 points in the ball game. Dylan Schimke with 3. 2 points for Trevor Schmidt. 2 points in the ballgame for Mason Schelsky as well. And that is 30 for Wessington Springs. The Spartans went to the free throw line 9 times in the first half. They were 4 of 9 from the free throw line. And Wessington Springs with 5 turnovers in this first half. Of course, we mentioned Phillip and Ipswich girls will be on KGFX immediately following this ball game. We'll also have Pierre Lady Governor basketball for you this evening at 5 o'clock. It will be Pierre hosting Brandon Valley. Brian Oakland will have the call of that ball game, and we'll have a pregame show for you at around roughly 4:30 this afternoon on KGFX. 30-18 is our halftime score as the Wessington Springs Spartans lead the Phillip Scotties. We'll take a 3-minute break, and we'll return for the second half on KGFX.
Did you know that CHS Midwest Cooperative Autumn Rewards provides qualified customers 0% interest and you don't have to give up any cash or volume discounts? That's right. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, we're working with you to provide lasting success. Customers receive full cash and volume discounts on industry-leading genetics, seed treatments, plus 0%. Your CHS Midwest Cooperative agronomist is ready to help you build a plan for success in 2019. Why wait? Contact CHS Midwest Cooperative today to learn more.
Farming and ranching just isn't your livelihood, it's your life. No one understands that better than Farm Bureau Financial Services. As the #1 ag insurer in our territory, we offer comprehensive coverage that protects your farm and ranch, your machinery, your livestock, and so much more. With customized coverage in one policy with one premium and one deductible. You can count on Farm Bureau agent Brian Bergeline in Wessington Springs and Miller to help protect what matters most. Now that's smarter insurance for agriculture. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Good luck, Philip Scotties, from your fans at Philip Motors in Philip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Philip Motor team is behind you all the way. Philip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities, and the Philip Scotties. Next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Philip Motor and visit with the guys or call 859-2585.
Best of luck to the Philip Scotties from First National Bank in Philip. We are proud to sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Philip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Philip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
Corner Pantry is a proud sponsor of high school activities and the Philip Scotties. They value community and hometown pride. Corner Pantry is your hometown convenience store. Hot and cold beverages, quick meals, snacks, lottery, and fuel. Corner Pantry is a state-of-the-art convenience store with everything you need and more. Once inside, you'll find friendly and helpful sales associates waiting to put a smile on your face. The Corner Pantry of Philip, your hometown we care about you convenience store. Philip Health Services, with decades of patient-centered care, continues today and in the future through a hospital, nursing home, home health care services, clinics in Philip and Kadoka, physical and sports medicine therapy, and assisted living. Philip Health Services provides outstanding health services in Philip and the surrounding area. They are proud to be built on community spirit, starting with funds from Hans P. Peterson, for which the hospital is named. Philip Health Services, wishing our area athletes best of luck. We're proud of you.
You're listening to coverage of the Hyde County Action Club Classic on 1060 KGFX Pier. We are proud and card-carrying members of the Dakota Radio Group with Jim Hawk, taking care of business at Dakota Radio Group's world headquarters. I'm Darren Boyle. 30-18 is our score. The Wessington Springs Spartans have the lead over Philip. The Scotties will have the basketball as we start quarter number 3. And getting our third quarter underway, brought to you by the folks at Lynn's Dakota Mart in Ford Pier. Burnett, Fitzgerald, Jones, Crutch, and Thorne, the starting 5 for Phillip, and overplaying the passing lanes, Wessington Springs, and Noah Haney tips the basketball out of bounds. The Scotties will inbound baseline left with 22 on the shot clock, and it will come into Jet Jones. Now it's Burnett. Fitzgerald on the move. He'll get into the lane. He's bottled up, and a foul called, and we will see free throws for the Scotties. The personal will be whistled on Trevor Schmidt, and that will be his second personal foul. We mentioned in the opening quarter where as Keldon Fitzgerald shoots a pair of free throws, he puts the first one up and good, but we talked about team speed, and Phillip was able in the opening quarter to kind of get to the rim whenever they needed to or whenever they wanted to. Wessington Springs did a good job of adjusting in the second quarter, and they kind of slowed that slash-type play down, and that's when they were able to knock down some shots and get some defensive stops and build up the lead. Fitzgerald hits both free throws to make it a 10-point ball game at 30-20, and Wessington Springs will work with it. Kolosik, Haney, Schmidt, Mesmer, and Haney on the floor to start quarter number 3. Shot taken by Cooper Haney. It's no good. He'll get his own rebound, though. And the Spartans trying to feed it inside. Has the ball tipped, and it's stolen away. Scotties with the defense. They'll drive. Here's Fitzgerald for 3. Shot is no good. Rebound loose, and it's out of bounds. It will belong to Wessington Springs. So both teams, where Phillip has scored a basket, Wessington Springs has not here in the first quarter. or first moment of the third quarter, and now Wessington Springs nearly turns it over, but Isaac Kolosik tracks it down. They go high post. 15-foot jumper taken by Mason Shelsky. That's up no good. Rebound Jacob Mesmer, and Mesmer will put it up and in. With 13 points, the sophomore has played well for Wessington Springs this afternoon. And now Phillip will work with it. Here's Jet Jones, baseline left. He'll drive, gets underneath the basket. Shot is up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Mason Shelsky. And Wessington Springs will head the other way. 32-20 is our score. 6:25 remains here in the third quarter. As the Spartans work around the perimeter, here is Haney for three. That shot is up good. Noah Haney, the only starter who had not scored. Actually, Isaac Kolosik has not scored, but Haney gets his first basket there, and it's 35-20. Biggest lead for Wessington Springs is 15, and Phillip now looking for answers as they roll the offense. On the wing, here is Shale Thorne, back out front, Crutch. Inside Jet Jones, he'll work underneath the basket, double covered there. Has to kick it out. Here is Keldon Fitzgerald for three, and that shot is up and good. Keldon Fitzgerald now with 5 points here in the third quarter. 7 for the ball game, and it's 35-23. 5:40 remains in the third quarter. A lot of basketball to be played here as Wessington Springs will work. They go inside. This is Mason Shelsky. Bottled up, has to kick it back out as the Spartans try to figure out that Phillip 2-3 zone. And here, kept alive. Nice hustle play by Wessington Springs. They'll save them a possession. They'll force it inside. Somehow got it to Jacob Mesmer, and Mesmer is going to be fouled on the way to the rim and will get free throws. The personal will be on Wade Crutch, and that will be his second personal foul. For Wessington Springs, Jacob Mesmer shooting 2. Mesmer 3 of 4 in the first half. And the first free throw is up, and it is good. That makes it 36-23. And Connor Burns will check into the ball game for Phillip. And Mesmer will put the free throw up and good. Jacob Mesmer now with 15 points in the ball game. And it is 37-23. Working to the 5-minute mark remaining in the third quarter. Cross half court it comes Phillip. This is Jones on the block. He'll try to send it out. There was nobody home there, and it goes into the backcourt. And a over and back violation will be a turnover for Phillip, or are the Scotties going to catch a break? They will. Now they're going to say that the ball was tipped by the Spartans. So Phillip with another opportunity. Here's Fitzgerald to Jones. 3 taken. That is up good. Jet Jones will hit the 3, and for Phillip, their 5th 3 of the ball game. It is 37-26. 4:50 remains in the third quarter. And here is Wessington Springs. They go to the baseline. It is Mesmer with a long jumper. That is up no good. Rebound Phillip. Connor Burns with it. Now Keldon Fitzgerald, and a 3 would come in handy. They'd get it down to single digits, and Phillip is, we have seen in different times, as Ethan Burnett will drive and get to the rim. He'll draw a foul, but we have seen Phillip on a couple different occasions in games that we have covered. They can knock down the 3, and they can get up and down, and really, by pushing the pace of the ball game, can kind of turn things around. They can wipe out some big leads in a hurry. As Ethan Burnett was fouled, he'll get a pair of free throws. First one is up and good. The foul on Jacob Mesmer will be his second. And for Wessington Springs, their second team foul. Here is the second free throw by Ethan Burnett, and it is up, and it is good. 37-28, a 9-point lead for Wessington Springs. The Spartans have led by as many as 15. Working to the halfway mark of the quarter. High post it comes. Free throw line jumper, Mason Shelsky. It's no good. Rebound, Tyler Cole, and another opportunity for Wessington Springs. On the wing, a 3 there from Cooper Haney that's no good. And the rebound to Phillip. Wade Crutch will corral it. Scotties will head the other way. Jet Jones on the right side. To the corner now. He'll pass it out. Connor Burns for 3. That 3 is up short. And the rebound pulled down by Wessington Springs. Into the bottom half of quarter number 3. It is 37-28 Spartans. And here is Shelsky at the high post. He'll fake the free throw line jumper. Drives. Puts up the shot short. Rebound cleared down by Ethan Burnett. Burnett will head the other way. Here is Phillip now. Wade Crutch on the wing. He will drive and kick. Burns, now Jones, a three taken there. That is up short, and the rebound cleared away by Wessington Springs. Spartans with a 9-point lead as Cole brings it across half court. High post once again. They get the ball into the hands of Shelsky. Now Cole for three. Shot is up, no good. Cleared away by Phillip. Jet Jones on the move for the Scotties. Makes a nice move, gets to the rim. Shot is blocked, but Wade Crutch is there to pick up the loose basketball and put it up and in. Scotties have cut the lead in half, the deficit in half, depending on your view. 37-30. It is a 7-point lead for Wessington Springs. Inside of 3 minutes remain in the third quarter. Here is a three from up top. Shot is up and no good by Cooper Haney. Rebound Phillips. Scotty's the other way, and a three would be handy. It is Burnett with the dribble at the top. Now Connor Burns, they'll post up Jet Jones. Nice turnaround jumper. It's up, and it is good. Jet Jones scores the basket. He has 13 points, and it is 37-32. Scotty's putting together a nice run here on the bottom half of quarter number 3. Here is Shelsky at the top. They go to Cole right side. Three taken there is up, no good. Rebound Ethan Burnett. The Spartans put good pressure on the basketball once Burnett got the rebound, so no fast break opportunity, but Phillip will run the secondary break, and it's Wade Crutch who scores the two off of a nice pass from Jet Jones, and it's a one-possession game. 37-34 with 2:11 remaining third quarter. A full timeout taken by Wessington Springs. Let's take a 60-second break and return. You're listening to coverage of the Action Club Classic on KGFX.
Best of luck to the Phillip Scotties from First National Bank in Phillip. We are proud to sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Phillip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Phillip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
At one time, Wessington Springs had a 15-point lead here in this third quarter. But Phillip putting together a nice run. They strung some threes together and also made some nice defensive plays as well. It's 37-34 as now Wessington Springs comes out of the timeout. They run a set play, and Noah Haney goes to the rim. He will draw a foul and get free throws. The foul will be whistled on Jet Jones, and for Jet, that will be personal foul number 3. And for the Scotties, their second team foul committed here in the third quarter. And Noah Haney at the free throw line, 0 of 2 from the free throw line in the first half, but he knocks down the first free throw attempt here to make it 38-34. Minute 52 remains in the third quarter. The second free throw is up and good as well. And it is a 5-point lead. First baskets, first points scored by Wessington Springs in some time. Here are the Scotties. Entry pass Wade Crutch. It's nearly stolen, but Keldon Fitzgerald will track it down. Now Ethan Burnett with it. He will work against Tyler Cole, and Burnett, usually a left-hander, will fake left, go right, and puts up a shot no good, and the rebound pulled down by Wessington Springs, and Tyler Cole will head the other way. Here's Noah Haney. To Isaac Kolosik, back to Haney. Around the perimeter it comes. Cole. Haney once again. 19 on the shot clock for the Spartans. We work to the final minute of the third quarter. 39-34 is our score. Here's Isaac Kolosik on the move, and he'll get to the rim and score the two. The lone starter to put points on the board for Wessington Springs will get his first basket here in this third quarter. The foul committed by Connor Burns, and that will be his first foul. And Kolosik with a chance to complete a three-point play. And the free throw is up, and it is good. And just like that, after Phillip had cut it down to a three-point deficit, Wessington Springs answers with a 5-point scoring outburst. And all of a sudden they have an 8-point lead once again. It's 42-34 with 1:08 remaining in quarter number 3. As the Scotties will put it in play, Wessington Springs with full court pressure. Here is Connor Burns trying to throw the bounce pass and throws it late. Turnover on Phillip as the Scotties commit their 6th turnover. Here's Tyler Cole on the move. He'll try to feed it to the right side. Gets it to Trevor Schmidt on the wing. Back out front and to the high post. Here's Isaac Kolosik, Cooper Haney, Tyler Cole. Back around the perimeter on the move. And with the floater, it is Trevor Schmidt. It's up no good. Rebound Wessington Springs. And Isaac Kolosik with an offensive rebound and putback and a foul called on Phillip. And it will be on Keldon Fitzgerald. Keldon commits his first personal foul, and all of a sudden the team foul total for Phillip has went up, and they just committed their 4th foul, and Isaac Kolosik at the free throw line to shoot 2, and the first is up, and it is no good. 42-34 is our score. Wessington Springs leads with 39 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Here is the 2nd free throw. That is no good. And the rebound battled for and out of bounds, but we're going to have a foul called on Wessington Springs, and it will be on Mason Shelsky, and the freshman picks up his first foul. 42-34 as Wessington Springs will apply full court pressure, and here's Jet Jones breaking that pressure, and he'll go to the rim, and he'll get free throws as the foul committed. I believe it'll be on Kolosik. Isaac will pick up his 2nd foul. And that is 4 team fouls now for Wessington Springs as that stat has evened up. And Jet Jones at the free throw line to shoot 2. First of 2 is up, and it is good. Jet now with 14 points in the ball game. They try to work and eat away at an 8-point deficit. Here is the 2nd free throw by Jones. That is up no good, and Wessington Springs will corral the rebound and will have the basketball for the final 30 seconds of the 3rd quarter. Cole, now Schmidt. High posted comes. Nice pass inside. It's to Isaac Kolosik. Shot is up and good. He'll get the 2, but it's off the feed from Mason Shelsky. And it is 44-35. Back to a 9-point lead as time winds down here in the 3rd quarter. Burnett at the top. They'll try screen and roll with Jones, and a whistle and a blocking foul called. It is on Kolosik. Isaac will pick up his 3rd foul. And for Wessington Springs, team foul number 5. The Scotties will inbound with 5 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Phillip will install Mason Mansfield into the lineup as the Scotties will inbound it to Jet Jones. He'll fire the 15-footer. It's up no good. Rebound Wessington Springs, and a desperation shot at the buzzer is up no good, and that brings quarter number 3 to a close. Scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company of Pierre. They are the one place to go, and it is a 44-35 lead for the Wessington Springs Spartans. And we will take a 1-minute break. We'll return to Highmore on KGFX.
Corner Pantry is a proud sponsor of high school activities and the Phillips Scotties. They value community and hometown pride. Corner Pantry is your hometown convenience store. Hot and cold beverages, quick meals, snacks, lottery, and fuel. Corner Pantry is a state-of-the-art convenience store with everything you need and more. Once inside, you'll find friendly and helpful sales associates waiting to put a smile on your face. The Corner Pantry of Phillip, your hometown we care about you convenience store. Phillip Health Services, with decades of patient-centered care, continues today and in the future through a hospital, nursing home, home health care services, clinics in Phillip and Kadoka, physical and sports medicine therapy, and assisted living. Phillip Health Services provides outstanding health services in Phillip and the surrounding area. They are proud to be built on community spirit, starting with funds from Hans P. Peterson, for which the hospital is named. Phillip Health Services, wishing our area athletes best of luck. We're proud of you.
Wessington Springs with the basketball to start the 3rd quarter, and Isaac Kolosik miss. He'll get the offensive rebound, send it to the right wing to Cooper Haney, and Haney will drop the 3, and it is 47-35. Wessington Springs has pushed the lead back up to 12 points as we are underway here in this 3rd quarter. Scotty's with it. Jet Jones on the baseline, and Jet lost the ball momentarily. He dove to try to keep it alive, and as he turned to throw the basketball away. Leg touched the stage, and of course, out of play there. And a turnover for Phillip, their 8th of the contest, will give Wessington Springs the basketball once again. Leading by 12 here. They have led by as many as 15 this afternoon. They led by 15 here in the third quarter before Phillip was able to put together a nice run and make it a one-possession game. But Phillip has not been able to score consistently, where Wessington Springs has kind of settled in offensively. Here's an Isaac Kolosik miss by Phillip. And Jet Jones, trying to make a move too quick, was on the baseline, and he'll be called for a travel. And it will be another turnover for Phillip. It will be their 9th of this ball game. And it will give Wessington Springs the basketball once again. 5 team fouls for Wessington Springs, 4 committed by Phillip here in the second half. So we're a ways away from the bonus. Here's Wessington Springs on the baseline. Trevor Schmidt scoring the 2. And it's now a 49-35 lead, 90 seconds into the fourth quarter. Here are the Scotties with the basketball. Fitzgerald to Burns. Burns with the dribble will go left side. Here is a 3 by Fitzgerald that is up, no good. Foul on the rebound. Trying to put it up and in with Ethan Burnett, and he is fouled on the way up. And he'll get a pair of free throws as the personal committed by Noah Haney, and that is his first foul. Phillip needs points where they can. 2 of 3 from the free throw line is Ethan Burnett, and he'll put the first of 2 up and good. Shale Thorne, Wade Crutch will check back into the ball game for Phillip. 6:16 remains in this fourth quarter. It's 49-36. Here is the second free throw by Burnett. It's up, no good, but he'll get his own rebound. And now Phillip will settle in offensively. Looking for a good shot here as Burnett will cross over and drive. He will send it to the wing to Thorne. Now it's Fitzgerald on the left side. He has it nearly stolen away. And now the Scotties will get it back. Here is Burnett to Jones. Jones for 3. This time it's short, no good. And Wessington Springs will come away with the rebound. They'll try to force the issue. Working with a 13-point advantage here. Corner 3, Cooper Haney. 3 is up, no good. Backside rebound pulled down by Trevor Schmidt. And another offensive opportunity for Wessington Springs. We talked in the first half about the job that Phillip was able to do on the defensive glass, giving up a little bit of size to this Wessington Springs ball club, but that has changed as we've went through the contest. Another offensive rebound for Wessington Springs off of a miss from the right side, and the Spartans will pull it back out front. And of course, with that 13-point lead, they'd like to work the clock just a little bit, but a bad pass by Isaac Kolosik, and the ball goes out of bounds. And for Wessington Springs, their 7th turnover. And now more substitutions as Tyler Cole, who has played very well for Wessington Springs this afternoon, will come back into the lineup. And here are Phillip. Phillip needing to make a run here quickly as Jet Jones open on the left wing, doesn't pull the trigger on the 3. Instead, it's Keldon Fitzgerald down the lane. His off-balance shot is no good. He'll get his own rebound, and he is tied up on the way back up. A jump ball, and the possession arrow will point towards Phillip. The Scotties will look to put it in play. Isaac Kolosik will check out. Jacob Mesmer checks back into the lineup for the Spartans. He got a nice rest, and the leading scorer rested for Wessington Springs is rested and ready for the stretch run here. Ethan Burnett with the drive to the basket. He is fouled, and he has a couple free throws upcoming. To the free throw line, it will be Ethan Burnett, the freshman. 4 of 6 from the free throw line this afternoon. The first will rim in and out, no good. 49-36 is our score. Wessington Springs with a 13-point lead. 4:49 remains. Phillip trying to pick up their 3rd victory of the season. Burnett will put the second free throw up and good. Wessington Springs also looking for their 3rd free throw or 3rd victory of the season as well. We'll have them on KPLO next Thursday as they have a doubleheader scheduled with Miller. On the wing, a whistle and a foul called on Ethan Burnett. The Scotties commit team foul number 5. They're going to have to make something happen on the defensive end here. As on the inbound, a 3 to Tyler Cole. He'll fire from deep. Shot is no good. Phillip will get the rebound. Scotties need to operate with a little bit of a sense of urgency. Burnett on the move. Tries to send it back out. Here is Jet Jones with a free throw line jumper. That is up good, and a soft shooter's touch from Jet Jones. And it's now 49-39 as we go to the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. Here is Wessington Springs. Inside Mesmer. Shot is up, no good, and we're going to have a foul called on Phillip. Ethan Ferguson in the ball game, I believe he'll be whistled for the foul. And Ethan, the freshman, will pick up personal foul number 1. And to the free throw line for Wessington Springs, Jacob Mesmer. And he'll put the first of 2 free throws up and good. Mesmer is now 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Mesmer has scored 16 points to lead the Wessington Springs attack. He'll attempt the second free throw. It's back ironed and no good. And the rebound to Phillip. Halfway through quarter number 4, 50-39 is our score. Burnett on the drive, has it knocked away. It will remain with Phillip as the Scotties will put it in play. And the inbounds will come in to Ferguson. Now Burnett with the basketball. As he'll catch a screen, drive, and fire the 3, and it's up good. Ethan Burnett with his second 3 of the ball game, and Phillip putting together another run. It's an 8-point deficit. 50-42 is our score. Wessington Springs up top. It is Haney. High post into the hands of Mason Shelsky. Now Tyler Cole on the left side as he'll back it back out to the top. Now Haney on the drive and a whistle, and he's tripped or pushed or bumped, and a foul called. And the foul will be on Ethan Burnett, who picks up his 3rd, and that will put Phillip over the foul limit. And Wessington Springs will be in the bonus for the remainder of the ballgame. At the free throw line will be Cooper Haney, who has hit 3 threes and has scored 9 points. 1-and-1 situation here. The free throw is up good. 51-42 is our score. 3:33 remains in the ball game. Here is the second free throw. That is no good. And the Scotties will come away with the rebound. Scotties will push here. Burnett on the move, trying to get to the rim. Has it knocked out of his hand, off his foot, and out of bounds. And for the Scotties, that will be a turnover, which is their 10th turnover of the ballgame. And now a timeout taken by Wessington Springs. Timeout comes with 3:27 remaining in, dare I say, regulation. 51-42. Wessington Springs with the lead, and we will pause for 30 seconds on KGFX.
Good luck, Phillip Scotties, from your fans at Phillip Motors in Phillip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Phillip Motor team is behind you all the way. Phillip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities, and the Phillip Scotties. Next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Phillip Motor and visit with the guys or call 859-2585.
With Jim Hoff back at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, I'm Darren Boyle. We have 3:27 remaining in the fourth quarter. 51-42 is our score as Wessington Springs has the lead. Phillip led 12-11 at the end of the opening quarter. Wessington Springs with a 19-6 scoring advantage in that second quarter. Gave them a double-digit lead at halftime, and they have not looked back, although Phillip has been able to put together a couple runs. They're kind of started one here. They need a defensive stop on this possession. They had it down to a 1-point or a 3-point game, a 1-possession game midway through the third quarter, but Wessington Springs was able to regroup. Here is Cole inside. Shot is up, no good. Jacob Mesmer with the offensive rebound. He'll put it up and in, and it's now 53-42. Inside of 3 minutes remain in the ball game. Here is Burnett up top. 3 ball is up good. Burnett will drop the 3. He has now scored 10 here in the second half, 14 for the ball game. And it is 53-45, an 8-point lead for Wessington Springs. Here is Mesmer. Haney inside Mesmer. It's knocked out of his hands and turned over. Wessington Springs with their 8th turnover. A 3 would be handy for the Scotties here. It is Burnett, the heat check 3. It is up, no good, and the rebound and a foul. Burnett goes over the top trying to get the offensive rebound, and we'll head the other way. We'll head to the Wessington Springs end for free throws as Jacob Mesmer will shoot another 1-and-1. Mesmer is 3 of 4 in the second half. He's 6 of 8 from the free throw line, shooting the front end of a 1-and-1, and the free throw is up, and it is good. 54-45 with 2:29 remaining. Here is the second free throw. That is no good. Scotties will come away with the rebound, and again they have to hurry as Burnett will push across the half-court stripe. Working against the Wessington Springs man-to-man. Now it's Fitzgerald on the drive. He tries to get into the rim, and he's held up, and a foul is called, and I believe a pair of free throws are upcoming for Keldon Fitzgerald as the personal on Tyler Cole. That will be his second personal foul. Both teams with 8 team fouls, and Keldon Fitzgerald shooting 2 as the first one is up, no good. 54-45, Wessington Springs leads by 9 with 2:16 remaining. Here is the second free throw by Keldon Fitzgerald. That one will rim in and out, no good, and Wessington Springs will come away with the rebound, and the Spartans now can work the clock just a little bit. Both teams in the bonus, as we said, and with that lead, Wessington Springs can kind of make things happen. Cole will attack and dumps it to the wing. Haney, back out it comes. Now Noah Haney with the basketball. Cooper Haney right side. He'll fake and get away from a defender. Drive and fire. Shot is no good. He'll get his own rebound. That putback won't go, and Phillip will come away with the rebound. It is Jet Jones passing off, and ball off the fingertips of Keldon Fitzgerald and out of bounds, and the Scotties with their 11th turnover, and at this point of the ball game, the possession's so important. You want those fast break opportunities, but sometimes you need to settle down and try to get a better shot, and it didn't happen there, and the Scotties come away empty-handed. Here's a nice move on the inside. Tyler Cole, the up and under move on Ethan Ferguson. He'll get the hoop and the harm, and a chance at a three-point play. And the personal actually will go on Jet Jones, and that will be his 4th foul. And going to the free throw line, Tyler Cole with a chance to complete a 3-point play and push the lead back up to a 12-point advantage with 90 seconds left in the game. Here is Fitzgerald, deep left corner. Bounce pass to Burnett. Ethan will drive and kick to the wing. Ferguson, 3 taken there. That is up and no good. Rebound kept alive. Scotties have it. 1:15 remains in the ball game. 57-45. Jones from up top. 3 taken there is no good. Jacob Mesmer will get the rebound, and the Spartans are in business. Noah Haney across half court. Shovel pass down low. Shot there by Mason Shelsky is blocked, and a foul called on Phillip. And if that is on Jet Jones, that will be his 5th personal foul. So Jones will foul out of the contest after he scored 18 points. $16 points, pardon me, for Jet Jones, and the 10th team foul committed by Phillip. Mason Shelsky will shoot a pair of free throws, and Shelsky will put the first free throw up and good. Wessington Springs, who have had the lead through this second half, have wound up getting a lot of free throw attempts, but Phillip had no choice but to really try to use their defense to kind of change the pace of this ball game. And Wessington Springs has been able to capitalize on it, shooting free throws well here in the second half. We'll talk about that during the post game. 58-45. Ethan Burnett across half court. He'll step into a 3 and leave it short. Rebound Wessington Springs, and the Spartans will push the ball across half court with just under 40 seconds remaining. And a near steal, hustling to the end, Phillip, and Keldon Fitzgerald nearly coming away with the steal there. And Now Wessington Springs will go to their bench. Dylan Shimke back in. Checking out will be Noah Haney. Spartans will put it in play to Mason Shelsky, and now Shelsky will wind up on his backside as he gets tangled up with Shale Thorne. No foul called, but Wessington Springs will keep possession. Tyler Cole, entry pass inside Mesmer. Turnaround jumper is up, no good. Cole will get the offensive rebound. That won't go, but working on the offensive glass is Wessington Springs, and Mason Shelsky will get the rebound and put it back, and it's 60-45, and here is Phillip trying the wraparound pass Burnett. It's tipped and stolen away, and now Wessington Springs will just hang on to the basketball, and this one is in the books. 60-45 is our final score as the Wessington Springs Spartans pick up victory number 3 on the season, and Phillip, with the loss, will drop to 2-14 on the season. Scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company appear. They are the one place to go. Let us take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and wrap up our first game of 2 on KGFX.
All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Phillip are proud to support our local high school athletes in all their activities. And when you're in the market for a new vehicle, Dave Burnett of All-Star Auto has an all-star lineup of high-quality pre-owned cars, pickups, vans, and SUVs on the lot. If there's a certain vehicle you're looking for, Dave will find it for you. For farm equipment, B&B Sales carries a large selection of DCT utility trailers, highly reputable Vermeer equipment, as well as sturdy and Burns livestock. All-Star Auto and B&B Sales in Phillip.
Farming and ranching just isn't your livelihood, it's your life. No one understands that better than Farm Bureau Financial Services. As the #1 ag insurer in our territory, we offer comprehensive coverage that protects your farm and ranch, your machinery, your livestock, and so much more. With customized coverage in one policy with one premium and one deductible. You can count on Farm Bureau agent Brian Bergeline in Wessington Springs and Miller to help protect what matters most. Now that's smarter insurance for agriculture. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Venture Communications is ready to streamline your business phones. With their next-generation communication system, Venture Hosted Phone Solutions, you'll never miss a call again. With auto-forwarding, you can receive your call on your mobile device or any place you wish. Voicemail messages are transferred directly to your email so you can listen to them anywhere. With minimal upfront cost and no unnecessary hardware, this system is a perfect fit for any business environment, all backed with local technician installation and support. Call Venture Communications, 852-2224, or log on to www.venturecom.net.
Starlight Bowling in Wessington Springs is a proud supporter of our area high school sports. Starlight Bowling invites you in for our bowling and league bowling fun. If you're looking for a fun birthday party or event idea, check with us about our private party packages. Starlight Bowling on Main Street in Wessington Springs, or give us a call at 539-1431.
Back here in Highmore, the Wessington Springs Spartans defeat the Phillip Scotties in boys basketball action 60-45 in this ball game. Both teams got off to a good start. Phillip led 12-11 at the end of the opening quarter. They did trail by 5 early in quarter number 1, but were able to regroup and go to the bench with the lead after the end of the first period. But then Wessington Springs, who had a nice size advantage, starting to kind of take control of the ball game, and down the stretch in the second quarter, they got the lead, built it up to a 12-point advantage at the halftime break, 30-18. They led by as many as 15, only to see Phillip cut the deficit down to 3 in the third quarter. They had it down to a 5-point deficit in the fourth, so the Scotties kept working, but Wessington Springs just too tall in the end, and they had a lot of second chance opportunities down the stretch, which really turned out to be the difference in this ball game as Wessington Springs wins it by a final of 60-45. Let's look at individual scoring. First off for Phillip, 2 double-figure scorers. Ethan Burnett with 14 points and Jet Jones with 16 in the ball game for Phillip. Wade Crutch with 8 and Keldon Fitzgerald with 7. That is 45 for Phillip. Scotties go to the free throw line 18 times. They were 10 of 18 from the free throw line. Both teams all in all with not a big turnover total. Up and down we were, and not a lot of turnovers for either team. 12 for Phillip in the contest this afternoon. For Wessington Springs, they were led by Jacob Mesmer, the 6'4 sophomore, with 19 points. Cooper Haney with 10. Tyler Cole with 9, 5 for Isaac Kolosik, 5 for Mason Shelsky, 4 for Noah Haney, Dylan Shimke with 3, Trevor Schmidt with 2 in the ball game, and that is 60 for Wessington Springs. And for the Spartans, very balanced scoring this afternoon. Wessington Springs goes to the free throw line 25 times. They were 14 of 25 from the free throw line, and Wessington Springs with 8 turnovers in the ball game. Again, with the victory, Phillip improves to 3-11 with the victory, and with the loss, Phillip drops to 2-14. 60-45 is our final. Let's take one 30-second break. Our player of the game brought to you by the folks at Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Let's hear from Bauman Lumber. We'll name our player of the game, and we'll wrap up coverage of game number 1.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials at affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Well, we look at the player of the game nominees on the Phillips side. Jet Jones leading the scoring for Phillip. Ethan Burnett with a big second half. He scored 10 of his 14 in the second half this afternoon. On the Wessington Springs side, Cooper Haney with 10. But in the end, Jacob Mesmer with the difference in this ball game. Mesmer, the 6'4 sophomore, scored 19 points, and he led the way for the Spartans. And he is our KGFX Bauman Lumber player of the game. Coming up next, the matchup between Ipswich and Phillip in girls basketball action. And we'll have that after we take roughly a 5-minute break or so. And our coverage of Wessington Springs and Phillip boys basketball from the Action Club Classic, brought to you by the folks at Starlight Bowling, Farm Bureau Financial, Brian Bergeline, and Venture Communications, All-Star Auto and B&B Sales, the First National Bank, and Phillip Motors. And coverage of high school sports on KGFX, also brought to you by Wagner Auto Company, Bauman Lumber, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who reminds you, snow means slow. Drive for conditions this winter. And also Midwest Cooperatives, Lynn's Dakota Martin Ford Pierre, the South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, Teton River Traders Gun Shop, the Boyd Consemius Agency, American Family Insurance. And we'll take a break. We'll take about a 5-minute break in return as you listen to coverage of the Hyde County Action Club Classic on KGFX.
1060 AM and 101.1 FM.